Hello, I'm Lloyd Nations with iCEV. I want to thank you for joining us for the session Ace the CNA using iCEV to prepare for the CNA exam. We're excited to have Robin Gosselin from Cleburne ISD as the presenter for this session. Thank you for joining us today, Robin, and it's all yours.
Hello, my name is Robin Gosselin. I'm a seasoned health science educator. I've been in the classroom since 1990. And about 1995, I approached the state dads about starting or piloting a CNA class in the classroom with high school students, and was one of the first teachers in Texas to have the opportunity to do that. So I have been using iCEV for about the past 2 years, and it's my great pleasure this morning to be able to tell you a little bit about their program. I'm going to share another screen with you at this time and go over some slides. iCEV, their prep program for the CNA class, helps to prepare students for the skills portion of the state exam. And their course is actually explain the reasoning behind learning each skill is so important. It provides a demonstration video that shows the proper steps, and it gives the techniques in order to be successful to pass each skill. What is exciting about the iCEV program is that their video demonstrations feature 2 Texas health science instructors. If you're like me and have used and taught to the CNA class, a lot of times you would go out on the web and you would be looking for videos to show your students those skills. And a lot of times you were spending time telling them, no, don't do this, or that's not what you're supposed to do, or different things. So these are actually, as I said, done by 2 health science teachers here in Texas, and they go through the skills as we teach them in Texas. We all know as educators that students, learn more by seeing and doing, and this is just like a little slide that gives you some of that information. The iCEV course materials, you'll have your lesson plans already there for you. They have skills videos, they have activities, there's projects that have been embedded into these. There's printables, which would include your student handouts, your teacher notes. There's lots of interactive activities, and then there's assessments, and these assessments are automatically graded for you. The course lessons include all these different ones, and as you can see, they are the skills videos that our students are tested on. iCEV is a cloud-based program curriculum. It's very easily accessible. Students can have their own accounts and logins, and this can be integrated with Schoolology and with Canvas. The way I use iCEV, I use it as a supplement to the state CNA curriculum. It does not take place or take the place of your CNA curriculum. That comes from us from the state. iCEV can be integrated into Canvas, and it's great with remote learning. iCEV can be used synchronously or asynchronously. Synchronously refers to, when you're actually having face-to-face instruction, classroom instruction with your students. It's when the students are learning in real time. This could also be used with Zoom learning. And then with asynchronous is when it's self-paced. So the students, it's not real time, but they can use it and as homework. They were able to access it at any time. You can use it as tutorials, to reteach, to reinforce. And as I said, it works great with your remote or distant learning. What I have learned from using iCEV is that it's very easy to use. They teach, let me go back. They provide excellent tech services. They have great support. If you're having issues, all you have to do is pick up the phone or send an email, and somebody from iCEV will get back with you. Each presentation comes with a lesson plan. They have multimedia lessons. They have videos, there's projects, there's activities, there's handouts. So you have lots of information to choose from. It aligns with our state curriculum. The videos align with the National Nurse Aid Assessment Program. and teachers can pick and choose from a variety of lessons. And it's very easy to customize your courses. Okay, I'm going to go to another screen at this time. This is my iCEV screen, okay? So I've already logged in to my iCEV page, and this is my screen here. And as you can see, I only have one course because I have one prep, and that's I teach Certified Nurse Aide. I have 3 classes a day. So with my classes, you know, I've already got my lessons built in. So you can see here what is available. And it says right here, customize your course. And when you do that, it will go to another screen and it will show you. These here is your selected lessons. This is things that I've already gotten embedded into my page. Then here are other courses that I could pick and choose from. And you can either do it by subject or by alphabet. Now, again, I'm under the health science category. So here I'm going to type in nursing skills. And we're going to go to go. And it's going to bring up all those nursing skills that are available to you as an instructor to use. Most of these I've already put on my page, but I saved this one right here. See, if it says preview, that means I've already customized it and placed it in my page. But I left one out so I can show you this morning. If you, as a teacher, if you're looking through the iCEV programs, it's like, I don't know whether I really like this or not. You can actually preview it before you put it on your page. So it gives you an idea of what this is about. So you've got a description, and it shows you here, you have basically 3 little videos. You've got one that's an introduction, then there's a demonstration video, and then one that's for credits. So you think, oh, that's, you know, that's great. I want that. So you can go back over here and you can click add, and then it will go onto your page. And everything always goes down to the bottom. So here it is, it's been added. And you have to hit finish. And now it actually is on my page. It's been customized into mine. So we're going to go over here and we're going to look at this now. See, here's the lesson plan. You can view your lesson plan as I was telling you about your lesson plans. So actually everything has already been written out for you. It gives you your objectives. Talks about your essential questions. You know, these are all key words as educators that, you know, we hear all the time. There's bell ringer, there's exit tickets. It tells you on this particular one that it can be divided into 2 class periods. You know, it's however you want to use the material. Okay, so I'm going back here. This is what I'm excited about here. Here's your printables and your interactives. If you click on your printables, these are things that you can actually print out and have for your students. If you have it identified over here with the little X, that's things that students will be able to see. You don't have to, this cannot be marked, and you can just actually print them out. You know, here is an example of a student handout, and it goes through the steps. So you can copy these, you can print these out and hand these out to your students. And then below is your interactives. Your interactives, you know, can be your assessments. It also can be other things depending upon what the lesson is. So I'll show you an example of this. And it's going to have questions here. To successfully complete the skill of applying a knee-high stocking, how many stockings are required? And the answer is 1. And then we go to next, and then it answers the question. And after you finish this, this is going to grade this for you. And then so you will already have it automatically graded, and you can place it into your grade book, or it can be added to your grade book. Okay, I'm going to go back now at this time and some tips that I have for you is that students, and what I can tell you from learning and by using these iCEV videos, is that students learn from watching the multimedia presentations and from the videos, the skill videos. Our students learn from performing the skills. So what I did as a classroom teacher, a lot of times I would just pull the video up in class and we would watch the video together. And then we would talk about the steps and go over the steps. And a lot of times we would use the notes, or we would even go over the assessments in class. And then I would have my students go to the lab and then they would practice doing the skills. And I found also that students learn by seeing or watching their partner perform the skill, because they will learn when they are doing mistakes and they'll correct those mistakes. I've also had my students make their own videos. So after watching the videos, they make their own videos. Students learn the vocabulary by doing the assessments, and I found that students are able to master the assessments without any issues. Okay, now I want to talk to you a little bit about Canvas, because Canvas is the program that we use. With Canvas, you can only place one multimedia lesson, activity, or assessment on an assignment page at a time. So you can't have it all grouped together. So it's very important that you give good directions and explain to your students or have it written out as to what they're supposed to do and to label it clearly. And I'm going to show you basically what I mean by this. So this is on my Canvas page, and here you can see I said hand washing video and then iCEV. So I always put iCEV out beside it, so when that assignment's been given, they know where to go. And then after watching the video, they're supposed to go to the hand washing assessment that goes along with that iCEV. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to share with you my Canvas screen. This is my Canvas screen that's already been opened up. And I have lessons that are already embedded. This is my master page, and there's lots of lessons that are already here. But you will see, like here again, it says Health, Science, Safety, and Regulation Presentation, iCEV. So that's an iCEV lesson. And then here's their student notes that go along with that. Here, lower down here, you can see my hand washing video, iCEV, hand washing assessment, iCEV. So anything that's labeled with the iCEV, that came from the iCEV program. How do you do that? A lot of people, will ask me, well, really it's not that difficult. You go over here to assignments, said the wrong word, assignments. And you're going to click, we're going to put a new assignment in this morning. So bear with me. Okay, so what is this going to be? What assignment am I going to do? I'm going to do the one that we just looked at a few minutes ago about the elastic stockings. So I'm going to put here applying elastic stockings dash iCEV. So we know that this came from the iCEV program. You're going to put your directions right here in this box, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time doing that, but I'm just going to say watch the video and then go do the assessment. Okay. All right, so we're going to come on down. If you're familiar with Canvas, you need your points. How much is this worth? Your assignment, your points here, external tool. Okay, we're going to go at this point, and I'm going to locate my iCEV, which is right here. Click, select. Load this tool in a new window or a new tab. It's going to be accessible to everybody, and I'm going to save. Okay, there it is, okay, in this new tab. So I can click here. Subject, okay, health science. Select from the course. This is certified nurse aide. Okay, we need to find the one that we were looking at earlier about the elastic stockings. So I'm just slowly scrolling through to find that particular, okay, here it is, lesson plan. Okay, that's not what we're going to see, but we're going to get this in just a second. Okay, here we go. All right, so underneath it, when I click back on it, it shows you have a video to choose from, you have action plan, you have project, student handouts. I want my students to watch the video, so I'm gonna click select. Okay, so that came up there. It's like, okay, that's exactly what I wanted to do. All right, so now we're gonna go back to my Canvas page. And it says this tool was successfully loaded in a new window. To reload the tool, the page, so basically to assess the tool, you can do that. And, it's there. I mean, it's, we've got it where it's supposed to be. So I'm going back to my assignment page. And there it is right there. Well, I just added it. So, I mean, it's already in my Canvas page, and all I have to do is publish it, and the students will be able to see it. So that's wonderful. I mean, that was so easy, and with, it's already all been done for you by iCEV. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I talked about this just a moment, because what you need to understand is that iCEV is not your CNA certification exam. We know that iCEV does offer a certification exams, but the CNA one is not, okay? Texas Health and Human Services, has contracted with Pearson VUE to administer the test, and you still have to go through Pearson VUE, for your CNA certification exams. So that's very important that you understand that. Okay, this is my contact information here. Again, my name is Robin Gosselin. I'm at Cleburne ISD. I am the CNA instructor and program director. I will be more than happy to answer questions about the CNA programs that you might have. But again, I will refer you back to iCEV. If you have any questions about iCEV and their program, or how to purchase that, you need to contact iCEV directly. Thank you for your interest in this, and I'm going to turn the screen back over to Lloyd at this time.
Thank you, Robin. We greatly appreciate the information you've shared with our viewers today. For our viewers, Megan O'Quinn, curriculum developer, will be handling the live Q&A. It's a possibility that Robin may be joining us, but please, at the end of the video, use the link for the live Q&A. And don't forget to enter the session completion code to receive your points for the prizes that we're going to be giving away.